Hello everyone, welcome back to the HQ. And today I want to picture a nightmare scenario. So suppose you have deployed an application in any of the cloud provider like Google Cloud Run or AWS Fargate or maybe Microsoft Azure containers 6 months back. Now it was running perfectly till now. But today you need to fix a critical bug. You go back to look for the source code on your laptop, but maybe you have changed your computer or maybe it was never pushed to the GitHub. Now you think that, okay, I'll check the cloud storage bucket or maybe like the S3 bucket and all, where the build file were getting staged before, but then you suddenly realized that you have already deleted that bucket few months back to reduce the cost. So now you have a running application, but zero source code. So now the question here is that is the code gone forever? Do you have to write the whole application again? So the answer is no. And that's why you are watching this video. So the code is right there sitting inside the Docker image that your cloud provider is running. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to break open that image and extract your original source code, config files, secrets, even if the container won't start. Whether you are using Google Cloud Run, AWS App Runner, or Fargate, or other container applications. They all share one common technology, that is Docker containers. When you deploy your source code, it is backed into a Docker image. Think of this image like a zip file that contains an entire operating system plus your source code. You just need to unzip that. Now, most people try to use Docker exec command to log into the container, but that only works if the container is currently running. If your application is crashing, or if it's a distro-less image with no shell, you can't get into it. That's why today we are going to use Docker export method. It works on everything. So let's get started. So first of all, we need to go to our cloud console and find the service that is running. If the cloud run, then go to the revisions tab, or if you're on AWS, then check the ECR repository. So for this tutorial, I'm going to use cloud run, but almost the entire process just after pulling the image will remains the same. So let's move to our cloud console. So now I came to my cloud console. Now let's go to cloud run. And this is my sample service. So I will go inside this, and inside this revisions tab, you will find this image. So you see that this is the image name. So copy it from here and open your Cloud Shell terminal. If you want, you can use your local terminal as well. So now our cell is open, and now we have to create one container. So we'll use Docker create command, that is Docker create space hyphen hyphen name, and then I'll name this container as temp hyphen container and the image name. So this Docker create command, what this is doing is that basically it will pull the entire source code and it will create the container, but it won't run the container. It won't run basically the entry point command of your Docker file or of this container, such that the container won't get started. But everything before starting that container, it will be done by this Docker create command. So once this container is get created, it will have all the required files which will be present inside a running container. So we are trying to get all of these files present inside that container such that we can copy those files later. So just run this command. So this image is not present locally in my system, so it's pulling it from the artifact registry. Now I have the image and you see this hash code. So this hash code is for the container. As I mentioned that we have that container, we have all the files inside that container, but it is not in a running state. And now what we are going to do is that we will export all of the contents and the files present inside this container to a zip file. So for that, we'll run the command that is docker export temp container into one tar file. I will name it as image contents dot tar. So now all the files present inside this temp container is basically being zipped inside this image contents dot tar. So now what I will do, I'll create one folder here that is, I'll name it as image contents it's only, and I will extract this file. So I'll write the command that is tar hyphen exec image contents dot tar hyphen capital C and image contents. So what it will do that it will extract all the files inside this zip and it will put it inside image contents. And we have to use sudo in front of this command. So just run this. Yeah. Now let's go inside this image contents. And congratulations, you have the entire files which is present inside this container. So these are all the files which is being present inside this running service. And the same file we have got inside this directory. Now, if you carefully look, then it mostly looks like the Linux root file system, which we are seeing here. And now, like depending upon your application, that in which folder your source code reside, like if you're using some different tech stacks are using different folders. Like some tech stacks are using slash app, some are using slash workspace or slash user slash src slash app. So depending upon your configuration where you have put in your source code while creating the Docker image, you will get that code there. In my case, I have copied all my files into the user folder. So let's go inside these usr source and app folder. So, and now let's list it. So here we can see all of my files which I have used to create this Docker image. So if I get my server.js, then we can see that it's a content of my server, which is like basically a sample hello world application. So this is the source file which I have used to create this container. Now, a quick warning. Like this technique which I have just used, it's exactly the reason you should never write secrets, password, or any API key directly into your Docker images. So as I have shown you that I have got the entire code of my container, and in case if you have hard coded any secret values or any password or any API key, anyone who has this access of this image, they can get that secret from here. And just like I retrieve the source code, anyone with the access to your image can extract it and grab the .environment file in case if you have that. And they can get any secrets from there or the hard code passwords. And in case if you find any secrets into this recovered code, then please rotate them immediately. So whether you are on AWS App Runner or Cloud Run or Azure Container Apps, never panic if you lose your local file. As long as the app is running in the cloud, the code exists. I have put all the commands used in this video in the description below. And also I have pasted one blog post such that if you want, you can get the step-by-step detail from there. And if this video saved your skin today, hit that like button and subscribe for more cloud engineering hacks. See you in the next one.